Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome to This is Football. Welcome to the celebration stream, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Q&A. Welcome to the sit down and tell all that I have had planned, for this stream right here, you guys. Man, you guys, I have no words. I was speechless. Earlier on, I sent it to Vel and I was like, yo, 25,000 subscribers. We're actually on 25,000 subscribers. The golden suit comes out for the 100K, Nino. First of all, of course, first and foremost, Alhamdulillah. We have hit 25,000 subscribers. Absolutely unbelievable journey. 1/4 of the way to 100,000 subscribers. My incredible, amazing people. We have been on one unreal journey to get to this stage. And usually when we do milestones, when we hit milestones, we have celebratory streams, Q&As. You can ask me anything you want. Usually I'll put up all comments. Usually I'll try to read as many comments as possible. Any questions you want to ask me, anything you want to ask me, I'll be able to answer it, inshallah. And honestly, you guys, I am humbled and grateful for you guys' support to help get us to 25,000 subscribers. Honestly, you guys, it's an absolute pleasure to make content for such an incredible community, an amazing community on YouTube. You guys are absolutely incredible. Before I get to the super chats, before I get to the questions, before we do the whole question and answer thing, I want to talk about my journey. I said this is a sit down and tell all. This is like kind of talking about the journey, the way we had to get to this position, that we're in. And to be honest, there's so much to talk about. So I want to just, before I get to the super chats, before I get to you guys' questions, I have a lot to discuss. Honestly, you guys, I have so much to talk about. The position, and how long it took to get to this place, how it started, everything. So I'm gonna take you guys on a ride for the next 5 to 10 minutes about the road leading up to 25K, if you would like. I'm gonna be talking about my beefs on YouTube, Spaces, Twitter, everything today. We're just gonna take you guys on the journey to 25,000 subscribers. We're here, Habibis. And just because this is a Q&A doesn't mean you don't hit the like button. So please do hit that like button. Do subscribe to This is Football if you're ready to do so. And listen, stay locked in. There's a lot for us to talk about. And let's just get into it. Let me just get to the journey, to the ride, because before we talk about the destination, we must talk about the journey. First of all, you guys, first and foremost, thank you. I would like to thank you all in the comment section. Absolutely incredible people. Thank you to every single one of you guys for your consistent support and love on this channel. I always say, this community, I would not trade for the world, and I mean it. This community, I honestly wouldn't trade for the world. You guys are absolutely incredible, amazing people. This community has gotten us through so many boring watch-alongs, through so many boring games, through so many boring moments, through streams that we didn't think are amazing, but the comment section make them even more amazing. So I appreciate you all, man. This community right here is just absolutely unbelievable. So thank you guys all for your continued, consistent support on the channel, because I feel like if I do a stream about the type of lights I use, there will be people watching it, and that for me means the world. So thank you guys so much, for your consistent support and love on the channel. Now let's talk about the journey. How did we get to 25K? Let's just talk about the whole journey getting to this place. First of all, this channel was made March 31st, 2021. That was my first ever video. It was a Gerard Lampard Scholes video. Why did I start a YouTube channel? At the time I was working at how, I don't even know what it's called in Arabic. تحلية المياه. What's it called in English? Like water, not refinement. There's a word for it. There's water something. factory I was working in at the time. People might not know this, but if you're hearing this for the first time, you guys, I'm a chemical engineer by profession. So, you know, I was someone off this platform as well. I promise you, I'm a chemical engineer by profession. You know, and I was working at my factory. I was doing really well. I made like a water treatment, big up EXL water treatment facility. I was doing really well at my job. I was like, I got promoted 4 times in under 2 years. Like I went from trainee to like next level to next level to next level. And just before I quit my job, I was actually you know, responsible for over 52 employees in the factory. People were taking their off days from me. I was signing off on their off days, you know. So I was doing so much work, man, in my factory, you know. And I was thinking during COVID, I was like, you know, I love this job and I love what I do, but football's always been my passion. I remember spending time, you know, in uni, just talking about football all the time. I used to sit at my uni, get my coffee, and just with your friends, just, you know, analyzing football, talking about all the things. We genuinely spent probably an hour or two every day just hanging out, talking about football, talking about the games, talking about the Premier League, the Champions League, etc. We were discussing football all the time anyway. And you know, it's been my passion my whole life. There's nothing I've loved more than this sport. And I was like, you know what? Let me try. What's the worst that can happen? Let me just make a channel and let me go for it. And if it works, it works. There's so many videos that are private. One day, inshallah, I'll actually do like a watch along where I just watch my old videos. I uploaded um my first video was Gerrard Lampard's goals. And when I watch that back, I'm like, yo, the journey that I've been on this channel is unbelievable. Because that video right there, the way that I speak even on it, everything is just like, yo, this guy, like we've come a long way type thing. And I'm just, it feels like I'm rapping. And you know, I just want to take a moment, you guys, just quickly to just play a little bit of that video to kind of describe what I'm talking to you about. Just let me know if you can hear the audio as well, by the way, because it feels like I'm look at even my intro. Just look at the intro. It feels like I'm battle rapping. So let me just quickly play. I think you guys should be able to hear the audio, but just let me know in the chat. So this was my first ever video right here, ending the Gerrard Lampard's calls debate. Look at how aggressive I am with the title. Like, yo, Husam ended the debate, you know? Khalas, we're no longer talking about this ever again. Let me know if you guys can hear, by the way, the audio, please. Hello, everyone, and welcome to my first ever video. Today, we're going to discuss the Gerrard Lampard Scholes debate. Me personally, I don't even know why Lampard and Scholes are in the same sentence as Steven Gerrard, and today this comparison ends. Gerrard gets a lot of hate online, and people disrespect his legacy. Like, they start crazy comparisons. Today, I'm going to show you why Gerrard is the best midfielder in Premier League history, even though he never won it. So let's immediately address the elephant in the room. I know Gerrard slipped, and I know he never won the Premier League. I don't need you to remember. So this was my first ever video right here. And you know, as any person, look how embarrassed I am. And my face is red now. But you know, as any person who does any upload on YouTube, you guys know, as soon as you hit upload, do you think 200,000 views, you know, Sky Sport are gonna call me tomorrow, and khalas, we're you know, we're gonna bang and we're gonna get to the rest of the world. But in that in that first month, I only done pre-recorded videos. I done like about 10, 11 pre-recorded videos. I done a video. Many people don't know this. One of my first big guys I got on the channel was actually Jay from the United stand, the United fan, the Irish guy, the guy that lifts, the Irish guy that used to go on the United stand. At the time, that was when I first started my channel. There was the Liverpool United game, lockdown. We were about to go to Old Trafford, the game that we won 4-2. And I was doing a preview for that game, and I pre-recorded with Jay from the United stand. I kept going, like just doing pre-recorded stuff. And I'm like, yo, people as well. Let me explain to you something. People need 4,000 watch hours to be monetized on YouTube. I was like, yo, this is 4 watch hours in the whole month. 2 of them I scammed myself. I watched on my brother's phone and one on my mother's phone. So I made up 2 of those watch hours. Like the other 2 watch hours, big up whoever the hell watched those videos. I'm like, okay, maybe it's time to do something different around here. And at the time, I decided, you know what? I know what my personality is like. I know that, people will enjoy my personality because my people don't understand. Charisma and personality is the most important thing on this whole thing. Like, you need to have charisma. People need to be able to relate to you. You need to be able to speak to people. And I was like, I want to go live because I want to interact with people. And at the same time, subhanAllah, see, this is why I will never question God's timing. Everything is timed to perfection. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will always, God's plan is 100% better than your plan. Full stop. Bro, at the time, spaces dropped. So everything just switched at the same time. Now, when spaces first dropped, it was only given, the ability to host spaces was only given to 2 or 3 people. Like, it wasn't like everyone was able to host spaces. It was 2 or 3 people. Spaces dropped at the time. I started creating spaces. And at the time, I was like, shit, 5 people are in my space. Like, I thought, yo, there's so many people listening to the space right here. And it was kind of translated onto my YouTube. Now, I'm going to mention names that none of you are going to recognize. Not a single one of you is going to recognize unless you're an OG. I was doing videos with a bunch of guys. I was doing videos with Casper. Big up to Casper if he's watching this right now. Shout out to you, my brother. Big up to Dali. Big up to Manny. Big up to Labil. Who else was always on that panel? The only guy I think in the chat probably watching this is probably Gary Paul, who would recognize any of those names. I was going live and I was like, yo, I'm getting 5-6 live viewers right here. And this is already much better than the pre-recorded stuff. So live was the way to go, 100%, Hassan. Wallahi, this is something I know for a fact. Because if I done YouTube 10 years ago, I don't think I would have been able to handle all the social media stuff. Labil, Casper, Dali, the United fans, we started going live. And we started doing so much content, like just talking Premier League, etc. And in my second month, I had 400 watch hours. So I had already multiplied it by 100, which is massive. Like, okay, obviously moving in the right direction. And spaces at the time weren't as big. There was no football wars. There was none of that. I was just, while I was at work, I would be hosting a space, maybe one space a day, maybe 2 hours, and then khalas, we lock it off. And people were messaging me like, Husam, please host the space, please host the space, please host the space, because I was one of the few people who had the ability to host spaces. Back in them days, I met so many amazing people, and it was kind of a small group of 5 to 10 people who always speak on spaces. And who always speak to each other. And we used to chill and we used to speak to each other and we used to have a good time. And big up to Igal. I was actually on his channel earlier on. And you see, subhanAllah, alhamdulillah, for where I am at right now. Igal was actually the first, bigger content creator that came on my channel. He actually shared the video on his community page, I think. And I had 30 live viewers for the first time. I was like, yo, 30 people are watching my video. Oh, Igal's in the chat. Big up, Igal, Habibi, big up. I was like, yo, 30 people are watching my video. I was so happy. I was like, I saw double digits. And then 10 people started watching, 15 people started watching, 20 people started watching. And we kept growing and growing and growing as a community. My biggest ever video at the time was Grizz. Grizz came on my channel, him and Avi, and we were doing a Sancho video, a transfer video. It was after the season had ended. And that video had almost 1,300 views. This was pre-monetization. So I went on that channel. he came on my channel with Avi, and that video done really well. I think we had over 100 like live viewers, 80, 90 live viewers, and people, people were watching the content a bit more. And third month we done again 400 watch hours. So okay, at least like we're getting watched a lot more than before. So I was really happy, with the direction that the channel was headed in. So obviously I was working towards a certain goal, a certain target. Another time, spaces during the summer, with the transfer, with the stuff like that, spaces were popping off. We were hosting Liverpool only spaces, myself and a guy called Mo, that will also be a part of the beef story now in a second. My guy I was hosting spaces with him, and we were talking and stuff like that. And he used to be alongside myself, like we used to co-host spaces together, and he used to be always there, hosting spaces with me, or he hosts and I'm the co-host, or I host and he's the co-host, stuff like that. And then during the summer, obviously with all the transfer news, with all the Euros, many people don't know this. You guys saw my video where I shaved my head for Bellingham. My first ever shaved head bet was I made a bet if England win the Euros, I was gonna shave my head. And England played Italy. And there's still probably a video. One day I'll play it for you guys. But I'm like, Forza Azzurre. I was so happy when Italy won because I was going to shave my head live on YouTube. England versus Italy. Luke Shaw scored and I was feeling the worst. And then Italy, thank God, Italy won that penalty shootout. I remember the reaction as well, the disgusting reaction, the racism towards the Saka, the Rashford, the Sancho. I remember one of the videos I uploaded as well was an anti-racism video. And then I still wasn't monetized. I was still doing my job. Back in the day, it was like, this is what I used to do. My job, I was more of like someone who was in an office, and I kind of like, I was responsible for people. Now, the role of a chemical engineer, I'm not on the front line. I'm not on the line. Like, I'm not the guy doing the stuff. You tell someone to do something and you explain to them how to do it. But sometimes you need to do stuff. My moment that many of you guys here know about, there was someone who's extremely smart who ended up mixing two things that cannot be mixed. Almost led to a massive number of people in the factory, like literally getting like choked out essentially. And I had to take my keffiyeh, my shmag, I tied it around my face and I took the fire hose and I just went in with the water thing, and that was like one of the things that happened. So some days I just couldn't do spaces and shit like that. But my life consisted of go to work, host spaces, come home, do YouTube. Every single day I tried to do a live video, do a live stream. And people don't know this. My setup when I first started YouTube did not even include a laptop or a camera or a microphone. My setup was an Android phone. I had a stack of books. So I had about 6-7 stack of books right in front of me, right here. There was 6 stacks of books. And the last book was a smaller book. So I had 2 smaller books on top so I could lay my phone horizontally. So my setup was this. This was my setup. So I streamed on my phone on Google Chrome. I streamed on my phone on Google Chrome. And I just kept going and going and going. And I was live streaming. And that's why if you go to my older streams, you see me doing this and pressing. And you can see the audio is like a Samsung audio. Because I was just like, you know what? I could easily go get a laptop and stuff, but I don't care about that right now. I just want people to be invested in me and what I have to say. It's not about the cameras and the microphones and all of that. That's secondary. It's not about any of that. It's about people actually wanting to listen to my football opinions. And the channel kept growing and growing and growing that year. And then the 2022 season started, the quadruple charge season. That season right there, I had a plan for This Is Football. And the plan was as follows, that I would do Liverpool watch-alongs, Will would do Arsenal watch-alongs, Casper and Dali would do Manchester United watch-alongs, and Peter would do Chelsea watch-alongs. Now, by the way, you guys don't even recognize any of these names. Will, first game of the season, Arsenal against Brentford. Will bottles it. He couldn't do the watch-along for whatever reason. I don't even remember why he couldn't do the watch-along. So Will couldn't do the watch-along. Manchester United were playing. Casper and Dali done their watch-alongs. Peter done the Chelsea watch-along. Week later, Casper and Dali done it again. Peter done it again. I done the Liverpool watch-along. Week later, Casper and Dali couldn't do it. So now it was me and Peter doing watch-alongs for essentially up until December time. Now, as this was going on, I was still hosting spaces. We were still doing spaces on Twitter. We were still talking almost daily about football. The co-host that I told you earlier on decided to turn on me, but essentially stab me in the back, and say, oh, Husam this and Husam that. And you know how when someone just doesn't want to work with you anymore or do anything with you anymore, they'll just find some bullshit excuse. So I got a bullshit excuse, and then yes, Peter Wilder. I got a bullshit excuse, and then he was like, let's just everyone do our own thing. And I'm like, okay. And then you remember earlier on how I spoke about God's timing. I never stopped. I kept hosting spaces daily. I kept trying to talk about football every day. And then this is where the timing is just, it's like honestly almost a story written by someone. When I kept hosting spaces and spaces and spaces and spaces, my spaces were still, like, at the time considered big, because we had 20, 30 people listening. Okay, like, that's a big space. That's what we used to think. Clubhouse migration happened. Now, many people don't know this, but a large amount of people stopped using Clubhouse and started using Twitter spaces. Essentially, what Twitter done to Clubhouse is what Instagram done to Snapchat. Oh, Snapchat, you have the stories thing. You think like you're like some edgy person. I'm going to have my stories. And now Snapchat is down the drain. Same thing which happened with Clubhouse and Twitter. Twitter now hosts spaces. So there's no need for Clubhouse anymore. So all the people who used to use Clubhouse migrated to Twitter and started using Twitter as the main app to talk football, to host spaces. Now, I used to host spaces at the time. I met Shai first and foremost. She was on a space. We were talking about greatest ever African players. And we just clicked like, yo, Shai knows ball. We need more personalities like that. People who can actually talk about the sport. I need a bit more, like, let's get surrounded by people who have ball knowledge. And then Liverpool, I still remember the game and I still remember exactly what happened. This is how Football Wars formed, sorry. I hosted a space after Liverpool lost to West Ham. After Liverpool lost to West Ham, Husam was supposed to get cooked on spaces because Liverpool lost to West Ham. Husam, because he's a crook, got all the Arsenal and Chelsea fans to beef each other. I made a whole civil war between Arsenal and Chelsea. I sat back and I was like, yo, I've just deflected from Liverpool West Ham. Dami, big up Dami. Many of you guys know Dami. He was recently on DR Sports. Dami, the Chelsea fan. Nigerian, in case you still haven't recognized them. And Dami DMs me. He's like, give your space a hashtag, let it grow. Exact message. And I looked at the space that I was in, and they're like, yo, they're just fighting each other. It's literally a war in here. And I just called it Football Wars. And ever since then, I consistently for 2 years hosted a space daily, unless, of course, I had an event or I had something to do in real life. I hosted a space daily, kept hosting spaces every day. And that's kind of how Football Wars came about. But at the same time, what I done on my channel was Will and Casper and Dali couldn't do watch alongs, so I started doing watch alongs. I done Arsenal watch alongs. I done Liverpool watch alongs. I done United watch alongs. Peter done the Chelsea ones. So come December, me and Peter have a disagreement, stuff like that, and he decides, like, we just speak about, I'm just gonna do my own thing on This Is Football and just do it by myself. Now, of course, this is my channel. I started it by myself, all of that. I'm just talking about the people who were supposed to be representatives for the football club. Now, at the time, I was kind of starting off a generic football channel that was for everyone. So I was just doing like a Liverpool show, a Chelsea show, an Arsenal show, a United show, just talking about clubs, like once a week we'd speak about Arsenal. Thursday nights was the Arsenal show, stuff like that. I done a space a month before Football Wars started where I was trending in South Africa because I went into that space, footy preview with DK. I was 10th trending topic in South Africa. The name Husam was the 10th trending topic in South Africa because she hosted the space and I came in and all hell broke loose because I cooked the shit out of Arsenal Football Club. I cooked the shit out of Manchester United at the time, and it literally it went so viral, and that's why so many people follow me from South Africa. I was actually literally trending in South Africa as a country. The name Husam was trending. So since that time, I kept doing YouTube. I kept doing YouTube. I got to the stage at YouTube where I literally make money to just survive. I did not make any unbelievable amounts of money. I did not like, oh my God, I'm making so much money. I cannot believe. No. It was just enough money to survive. I quit my job. Now, went to my parents, guys, khalas, I'm going to do YouTube. The job can hold that. I studied chemical engineering for no reason whatsoever. So I just went and I quit my job and I just, went to YouTube full time. And since going to YouTube full time, I'm like, yo, now we have to just continue working hard. Every day, I will be hosting Football Wars, talking about the same exact topic, football, every single day. And on YouTube, I would literally just do videos at night, usually 11, 8, 9, 10, whenever. I was just hosting spaces and doing content, Just listen, when there's a will, there's a way. You have to just keep working hard, work on yourself, work on your craft, work on your personality. I kept interacting with the chat, speaking to everyone in the chat and just doing that. So I went full time with it. My first month on YouTube, I'm about to reveal the number. Actually, I dare anyone right now in the chat guess the number. Let's use British pounds. How much money you think I made in my first month on YouTube monetized? Tell me right now. How much money you guess I made first month British pounds on YouTube? Camera? Don't be a fraud. You think, JJ Ash, you think I made £2,000 first month? Are you mad? Someone got it. Where is it? Right here. Man, like recency bias. Big up to you. First month on YouTube, I made around 115 British pounds. That's what I made. Now, when it got sent to the bank, it was my first ever money I made off YouTube. So it didn't matter if it was big or not. I was just like, yo, I made money off YouTube. I'm now believing that this could be something that I take forward into my life. Now, those £110 that I made at the start, they hit like nothing else, because now I went to my dad. I'm like, yo, first paycheck right here from YouTube, 115 dinars, pounds, whatever, because they're close. So I made that money. And my mom, of course, is still till now. My mom's like, get a job. My mom is just prototypical old school mom. And I'll be honest with you guys, I will actually call out this generation of people just quickly. Guys, why do you want people from 40 years ago to change their opinions on how life should be lived? My mom will always think I need to work from 7 to 5 and I need to have a job and I need to have a consistent, stable job. It's okay. You don't need everyone to just support you and shake your hand Everyone's like, oh my God, my mom doesn't believe in my YouTube journey. Let me cry in the corner of the room. Yeah, Hadi, no problem. Mom is still sending me job applications till this day. Till this day, I went to mom today, I'm like, yo, 25,000 subscribers. She dapped me up. She's like, well done, Husam. I'm so proud of you. And then an hour later, in the WhatsApp family group, she sent me job application. I'm like, mom, you just saw me hit 25,000 subscribers. Can you stop with this job thing? But there's no need for you to be soft, you know. Yani, a mom will be a mom. Let her do what she wants. Honestly, people are so fixated on changing old people's mindset. My mom grew up her whole life on that 7 to 5 mentality. I don't want her to change for me. I'm not gonna cry. I love my mom to pieces, and I would take a bullet for my mom. I would die for my mom happily. So I have no like people just sometimes you guys think too much about your support system. Your support system, number one support system is yourself. You need to have the intestinal fortitude, as they say, to just to just like do what you want to do in life. So anyway, that season, quadruple charge season. Terry, football terrace. I go on the football terrace for the first time. Top 6 show. I guaranteed on the stream before the Liverpool Chelsea game at Anfield. I guaranteed on the YouTube stream on the terrace that Romelu Lukaku would not score at Anfield. That gets uploaded to Facebook, Give Me Sport. It goes viral. I think it had like 3 million views. And I started going on match reactions on the terrace, stuff like that. Big up to Igal once again. He was like, by the way, just so you know, the terrace is not like just made for one person. Like you can come on it anytime you want. And I just started coming on the terrace when match reactions, stuff like that. I used to banter Arsenal heavy earlier on, speak about Man United, stuff like that. So I kept really going, and I kept going and going and going and going and just doing content every single day. Money got better, but money only got better to the stage where I could quit my job and just survive. So you guys know, unfortunately, I'm a smoker. Anyone listening to this, please don't smoke. So I essentially I can afford food and cigarettes. That's what I can afford. So it wasn't anything like, it's not like I was, I am gonna buy a land and make a house tomorrow. I was just affording basic necessities in life. So that's what I would do. And I kept work. Simple as I just kept working hard and growing. And January came. January of which year are we talking about here? 2021, 2022. 2021-22 was the quadruple charge season, right? Yes, quadruple charge season. Quadruple charge season, Football Wars is now growing. Hella people are now tuning into Football Wars every day. I'm getting DMs from people. There are footballers on Twitter who follow me. I got followed by footballers from Coventry, from Sheffield, from Swansea, from Preston. Footballers were following me. People were listening to my spaces. People with blue ticks, 200,000 followers are listening to my spaces. I'm like, yo, like this thing right here, this whole spaces thing is just unbelievable. And I kept hosting Football Wars, and the clubhouse migration happened, and the likes of Hamza came through. Other people, maybe some of you might not recognize them because maybe the YouTube and the Twitter community is just completely different. But there were so many people, listening to Football Wars on a daily basis. And of course, that helped to grow my channel because I'd go like, yo, guys, I'm going to end the space now because I'm going on This Is Football to talk about X, Y, and Z. And that's what I did. And for me, that summer is where I almost had a villain arc change. After the quadruple, first of all, let's go back just 2 months. Spaces is how I met Matisse. Back in the day, I used to host chill spaces at night. So when it got to like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in Jordan, I would just start a chill space and I would title it No Football. And we just have a different topic every day. Relationships, blah, blah, blah. I was hosting a space at the time. I think one of the people Matisse follows walked into the space, started speaking. So Matisse walks in. I was giving one of my monologues about relationships, and he was just laughing in the listeners. He then followed me, and I obviously I was following him, and he then DMs me to do a weekly show on Twitch, and I'm like, yeah, sure, man. And I started going on Matisse's channel on the Twitch. every single week once, and we used to analyze games, and we used to talk about games, and we used to essentially talk about football. So that's how I met Matisse. And the Twitch thing kept continuing on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Now, come summertime, this is where the switch happened. Come summer, after the quadruple charge season, is when Husam had a little bit of a villain arc. I turned. I went mad on the FSG out thing. I went mad on the lack of ambition. I went mad on us not buying players. I was very anti Darwin Nunez. I was very anti us not buying a midfielder. I said we should sign Paqueta. I said we should sign Matheus Nunez. There's so many players I vouched for us signing. I just kept fighting every week, every day. I was just shouting about this midfielder thing. And I kept fighting every day on YouTube. I became a little bit of a villain. And people, listen, top Reds were mocking me week in, week out. I became a meme. They still meme me up till today. But I didn't care because I always wanted Liverpool Football Club to win. That summer right there, what happened with Grizz is, because people keep mentioning his name. And listen, I don't want to go into details or anything. But what happened with Grizz is essentially, he would go on streams, indirect me multiple times. People on YouTube saying this, people on YouTube saying this. And it wasn't even me. It got to the stage where people would DM me like, yo, go to Saeed's stream, minute 48, and you'll see Grizz is talking about you here. Grizz is talking about you here. Grizz is talking about you here. And it was like multiple things. And then I went and in typical Husam fashion, I was like, I'm not going to indirect anyone. All I done was I went on a stream and I called out Grizz by his name. And ever since then, you know, we have never worked with each other again or anything. But that's in the past. Let bygones be bygones. But you guys asked about it anyway. So I just called them out by name. I called out some of the people that go on his channel by name as well, you know, and I called it toxic positivity. Now, that summer, I got banned from the Anfield talk. The spaces that I made famous. Big up to Aaron, real host right there. Big up to you. I got banned from the Anfield talk for being too negative. Season starts. We draw 2-2. First of all, before we draw 2-2, remember the guy that I told you about? That's always like calls me out whenever I'm wrong. We beat City 3-1 in the Community Shield. Let your apologies be as loud as your disrespect. How dare you talk about Darwin Nunez? How dare you talk about any of these guys? Let your apologies be as loud as your disrespect. I'm like, yo, it's the Community Shield game. Relax. Season starts. Fulham 2-2 draw. Palace 1-1 draw. Man United 2-1 loss. After the 2-1 loss is when Husam absolutely became biggest villain. 100% turned on everyone. Called out the fans, called out the owners, called out every single thing that has to do with toxic positivity and this fan base that will just suck off anything the club does. And I kept attacking the lack of standards that we have at the football club and all of that. That season, 2 months after getting blocked and banned by people for being too negative, every single person who didn't want to talk about me in the summer or talk to me in the summer or banned me in the summer started saying the same stuff that I said in the summer just 2-3 months later. We need a midfielder. We need a midfielder. We need a midfielder. Yeah, but when I was shouting in the summer 2 months, you called me negative. You called me toxic. Ya akhi, what happened? You called me toxic and negative. You called me toxic and negative for the whole 2 months. Now you're saying the same stuff I'm doing. Always happens. Always happens, 100%. I still remember that summer. I wanted Matheus Nunez. I wanted Lucas Paqueta. I wanted so many players. And that's the thing that you know, kind of just triggered everyone. And that's when the infamous, do you know more than Klopp? Do you know more than FSG started? First time I went on Kopish was that summer as well, when they were doing an FSG out versus an FSG in video. And actually one of the FSG outers pulled out. And shout out to Rax. Rax was one of the guys who DMs me and he's like, yo, there's a pullout. We need you to go on Kopish. I'm like, yes. And I was actually outside at the time. I'm like, guys, I'm sorry, I have to go. This is Kopish. This is, in my opinion, pound for pound, the best Liverpool channel. Kopish went on it directly. And I done really well on that video. Callum still has my number till today. You know, sometimes me and him speak. Big up Callum. That season, the spaces pop off. Pop off the spaces. Some post-match spaces, I've got 2,700 people tuning in to listen to my rant. One of the people listening to my rant was Barstool Sports. Barstool Sports listened to my rant about Pep Linders' book and I was so angry at the team. And that is how I met Troopz. He told me people in the office, all over the Barstool office, were listening to my space and dying of laughter. And that's how Troopz knew who Husam was. At the time, we were doing Battle of the North on Matisse's channel. Flawless, biggest fraud, biggest headache. When I first met him, I'm like, yo, this guy triggers me. But now I know his speeches, the Luigi speech, the second best, the bridesmaid, all that shit. So I already know Flawless' speeches. We kept doing Battle of the North. We kept doing content on YouTube. We kept working. And then I upgraded my setup. I got this laptop. I got this microphone, still same microphone. I got my camera. And I was like, you know what? Khalas, now time to upgrade. And from that summer onwards, watch-alongs. I kept doing watch-alongs every week, whether it be for my club or for everyone else. I done a stream that I think, and you see this is what I want to call certain YouTubers out. When you do YouTube, you need to have an element of originality. You need to have an element of creativity. I made the book club. I got Tom Little, Jerry James, G, Rax, Monts, and others to form a book club to discuss Pep Linders' book. And we would host an episode of the book club every like 2 or 3 days, book club. That's when Liverpool therapy started, because we were losing or drawing games every week. I still remember my older watch-alongs, how I lost my mind. I lost my mind against Leeds. I lost my mind when we lost to Man United. I lost my mind when we lost to Palace or drew to Palace. I lost my mind so many different times. That season right there, Liverpool kept losing. Liverpool kept losing and kept losing and kept losing. And more people wanted to listen to what I'm saying, because I'll be honest, I've already bigged up Kopish, but so many other Liverpool channels don't call out the BS. So I was one of the people who called out the BS. That's why you see so many people in the chat that are Liverpool fans, like Toka, like Sidi, like Joe Cavalier, like Aaron, like Captain Sal, like so many people who just are sick and tired of going on YouTube and everything's positive, everything's rosy. They needed someone to actually say the truth of what's happening and the lack of ambition and all that shit. And I was that guy on YouTube. I was just speaking out and speaking against the football club and all that shit decisions the football club makes. Kurdish as well was one of the guys that was speaking against it, and you know, we were just calling out the fans, calling out Henderson, calling out all of this. People were coming in like, yo, Husam, you're a breath of fresh air. You're someone who has, you know, always saying it as it is, and we finally have someone on YouTube who says it as it is, etc., etc., etc. And yeah, last season was an absolutely shit roller coaster. Troopz meets me. He invites me on the Back Again podcast. I'm like, let's go. An opportunity to work with Troopz. And let me tell you something about achieving your dreams, guys. 10 years ago, I was watching Troopz on AFTV. I now have Troopz's number, and I work with Troopz every week. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah for being in the position that I'm in right now. Imagine, I was watching Troopz when I was studying in university in Malaysia. Fast forward, Husam has a YouTube channel, 25,000 subscribers, and he has Troopz's number. And there was one of my childhood friends. You know, when you first start a YouTube channel, You tell people, you're like, come subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. You know, you just want to get the people to help you. One guy DMs me. He's like, I will not subscribe until you get Troopz on your channel. In a mocking way, in a sarcastic way. 2 years later, I go on Troopz' channel every week, alhamdulillah, and I have his number. And he's one of the people I consider family. This is why I tell you, if you want to achieve anything in your life, you need to block out the noise, whether it be from your own family or whether it be from people around you. Don't ever think everyone's going to be supportive, because that's sunshine and rainbows. That ain't no real life. I'm talking about some real life stuff here. Real life, people will stab you in the back. People will turn on you. People will say all sorts of shit about you. You want to hear the latest? A month ago, I decided to quit Twitter. While I was on Twitter and I was doing spaces every day, people would go on other spaces and go like, ha ha ha, this is not football wars, mocking my spaces. People are now sending me screenshots of the same people tweeting, bring back football wars. Tell Husam to come out of retirement. Spaces are crap now that Husam's gone. You only appreciate something when it's gone sometimes in life, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Last season goes by, then the transfer window starts. Now, for people who don't know, before Vel used to make my graphics, there was a guy who used to make my graphics called AP. He used to send me my graphics. And big up to him, because he done it all for free as well. There was a guy, Moroccan guy, Dima al-Maghrib. He done me like 3 thumbnails. I'm like, yo, he's like, yo, he messaged me whenever it's too good to be true, it ain't true. He messages me, he's like, yo, I'm gonna do your thumbnails for free. I'm gonna help you out. He then does 3 thumbnails, and then the 4th thumbnail gives me a sad speech about how he needs money. I'm like, bro, ya akhi, you think, Habibi, I'm Arab, like you. Ya Habibi, ya akhi. You think I don't know these games? Think I don't know these games, how you want to help your family and stuff? I appreciate honesty. Don't come tell me you will do thumbnail for free, and then come tell me, send me money. Ya akhi, choose. Wallah, if you tell me from the start, you ask for money, I have no problem. Everything is worth a certain amount of money to someone. But essentially, to try to scam me after making thumbnails is just unbelievable. So, you know, that's what happened. Then I started making my own thumbnails. The time in the channel when thumbnails were crap, that's all the thumbnails I made. And then, man, like Vel, I first met Vel on a channel called what was it called, Vel? I know you're in the chat. Bro. What was it called, Vel? First XI. That's where I first met him. He was in the chat with some other crazy guy, just trolling all the time. And his name was Bunda Hunter from the time. I never thought he would do thumbnails or anything. Vel DMs me one day and he's like, yo, Husam, I can do thumbnails. I can help you out. And he keeps, and Vel actually helps me out. Big up Vel, my guy. I appreciate. Kept helping me out. That January, there was the whole Liverpool Qatar news. I was hosting it every day. I spent all those nights translating Arabic to English. Only for a month later for Manchester United to be linked to Qatar. And that is when I got cooked the most. Because I literally translated for so long Arabic to English, and I was talking to Qataris, and we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And they ended up wanting to buy Manchester United. And then transfer season starts. Transfer season starts. And now Liverpool, Husam is the villain in the transfer season. We already know. And it's the same stuff. I'm not going to change my energy. I'm still FSG out. I'm still anti-FSG. I still want us to win trophies. I still want us to win leagues. Bro, how said it earlier on. Bro, how can you just repeat your old comment so I can put it up on the screen? I wanted to put it up, but I couldn't. Please repeat it again. The Qatar thing didn't materialize. Thank God now they were taken over by Ratcliffe, but the Qatar thing didn't materialize. Transfer season starts. Liverpool have finished 5th. Season was absolutely dreadful. Season was absolutely horrible. But now, as Husam, I'm not going to change my energy. I'll keep the same energy. I am here to want us to win. I'm here to want us to succeed. I'm here to want us to want to win trophies. Season starts, the Henderson saga, I wanted them gone. I wanted every single one of them bastards gone, bro. I was so happy when Henderson was sold. I think, speaking of God's timing, Vel is top 2, top 3 guys who has helped elevate this football to the next level. Vel Vishwan is one of the main reasons why Husam went viral in the summer. I said so many things. This is what Brohouse said. I came to this channel with the sole intention of hating on you because of your FSG takes. And then he became a fan. Tell him, Brohouse. I think Vel is one of the most amazing people I've ever met. Because he has helped this channel genuinely so much. In the first year and a half of the channel, I had 8,000 subscribers. 2023 alone, from January to December, I gained 16,000 subscribers in a year. Vel is a massive part of that. Vel is a massive part of that because some of the thumbnails that he makes, you guys go back to the Qatar times and all that, bro, this guy was making some elite next level thumbnails. I'm like, yo, Vel, it's fucking unbelievable. W Vel in the chat right now because, you know, man la yashkur nas la yashkur Allah. You have to be thankful to the people that helped you along the way. Unbelievable guy, Vel. Now, transfer season starts, and I'm still going hard. I'm still talking about football. I'm still doing all of that stuff. And now, Vel will create me a thumbnail, stuff like that. And you know, I will essentially be talking about like football and transfers and stuff. Igal plays a role in every single year, by the way. Igal is the Mesut Ozil of This Is Football because Igal has assisted me so much on this channel. Igal has assisted the shit out of This Is Football. People don't know this. People don't know this. Igal has given me so many assists. Igal is the reason why I met Shai and the clubhouse people came to my side of the coin. Igal is the reason why I met Staffy. Now, let me tell you why Igal's a fraud. Igal DMs me, he's like, yo, this Man United fan called Staffy, he wants to come on and he wants to fight you. And Staffy comes in and I show Staffy all the shit energy because I'm in fight mode now. You say you want to fight me, no problem. I'll send him a link. But then Staffy comes on and Staffy's so nice, he ain't trying to fight, but I'm still in fight mode. So I'm mocking him, I'm fighting him, I'm just doing the typical Husam stuff. And then after the stream, I'm like, yo, I apologize, bro. Like I was just too much. But I met Staffy, and that's how we started Al Ahwa. Igal assisted me by helping me find Staffy. Big up to Igal. So I meet Staffy. I already know Footy Judge Mo. I already know Ziad. Staffy is actually one of the people who first initiated the idea of Al Ahwa. He's like, we're sitting on a coffee shop, like, might as well. And that's how Al Ahwa started. All of the incredible people that we met, we put together on a stream. Al Ahwa formed. During the Caicedo Enzo saga, Igal and Lewis beefed each other on my channel multiple times. Multiple times. They were arguing. And I thought, let me add Staffy and Hamza to it and create a separate show called A-Listers. And that's how we started A-Listers. Those two shows have been a staple of this channel now for around maybe 6-7 months. And this season starts. I think we do one or two episodes of Battle of the North, and then Matisse decides to discontinue it because he's trying to do something else. The Back Game podcast goes live. I was one of the people as well, me and myself, Flawless Lewis, we suggested to Troopz, we're like, yo, we need to go live. We go live. Al-Ahwa is absolutely cooking. You guys enjoy watching it every single time. A-listers is cooking every single time. And then the worst news of all. Here we go. Jude Bellingham to Real Madrid. You know what that means? That was the worst stream. That was the worst thing ever. Yo, I had to shave my head. And they all came to dance on my grave as well, the assholes. 1,700 people tuned in to watch me go bald. 1,700 people were on my stream watching me go bald. And there's something I'm gonna pull out right now. Stay here. 3 seconds. I'm gonna pull out something that's gonna be so memorable for so many people. Who remembers? If you remember this hat, you guys, if you remember this hat, you were there every day, just like, ooh, hey guys, welcome to This Is Football. I know people might ask, for the people who don't know the story, why did you buy a Batman hat? You look like an absolute fuckboy. Yeah, first of all, hats don't suit me anyway, because I just have too much hair and my head is big in it. So the hat doesn't suit me. So I went out. I live in a small city in Jordan. So it's not like I will go to Adidas or Nike and buy a hat. It's just local Jordanian shops. It was either this, and or like, an even more cringy like hat. So I was like, you know what? Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. It was black and yellow. Batman isn't that cringe. So let me just get the hat. I'll throw this hat away. I'm gonna tell my son a story about this hat. 300 likes and the hat comes off. Hey, you guys remember? That summer as well is when I first started working with Terry on a weekly basis. He messages me, he's like, Husam, I want you on Straight Facts. And ever since then, I've been working with him. And I want to say something about Terry quickly before I carry on. All the people who warned me about Terry at the start are faker than Terry's underwear. Terry turned out to be 200% more real than those fake bastards. I cannot reveal anymore. Maybe when I hit 50K, I will be a bit more, maybe when I hit 50K, I will be a bit more revealing with names and shit. Terry helped me out so much. And I've been doing Straight Facts ever since. Of course, spaces every day, football wars. I got cooked. I cooked some days. That Caicedo saga was just unbelievable over a period of 24, 48 hours. Bro, we went through so much. In this last year, I had 3 million plus views total, 16,000 subscribers. My beef with Big Steve on the terrace, you guys watched it. People DMing me after, like, yo, you handled that really well. You never insulted him. My beef with Sava. People DM me after, like, yo, you didn't insult Sava at all. Meeting Matisse through a space. Doing Battle of the North for a whole year. Having to deal with Flawless's bullshit. And then having to deal with Flawless's bullshit also on Troopz TV. Yo, speaking of Matisse, he's in the chat. Matisse, why whenever I mention your name, you spawn, yahi? What kind of voodoo is this? Big up Matisse. Habib Galbi. But anyway, meeting Matisse through spaces, meeting Troopz through spaces. And then last month, stuff in real life starts happening. Husam planning out his future. Certain things going wrong in life that I need to fix as well. And I'm thinking now, okay, I have to choose. Either YouTube or Twitter. Either I continue doing spaces or do YouTube, because I don't have time to do both now, because there's stuff in real life I need to take care of. There's stuff in real life I need to handle. And of course I choose YouTube because this community right here, because this how also I'll make my money. Let's be real now. This also how I make my living. Like, I love this community. This community is unbelievable. You guys already know how much I love the fuck out of you. But like, yo, this is how I make my money, man. I'm gonna starve to death. Like, you know, I'm not gonna go make my dad buy me cigarettes. I have to be able to afford them. So about 250 beefs later, 1,000 videos later, meeting the likes of Staffy, unbelievable addition. I think Staffy was my signing of the season. Like, this season, the signing of this season is 100% Staffy. Staffy is the Alexis McAllister of the This Is Football rebuild. 100%. He's the Alexis McAllister of it. So meeting Staffy has been unbelievable. Footy Judge Mo as well, appearing on the channel. Big up Staffy. So I say Staffy's name and he spawns as well. Big up Staffy. Saad, the spaces, the streams that we done in the summer, yo, we had so much fun, man. And Al Ahwa till today is still my favorite stream till this day, man. I decided to add Jacob to it. Meeting Jacob was a breath of fresh air for me in terms of the Spurs fans, because I think he offers a different dynamic. We gave him the name Yaqub. We made him a Lebanese guy, and we just made him part of the channel. Footy Judge Mo, I met on the terrace. Most people, by the way, I met on the terrace, like working on the terrace, stuff like that. And yeah, been one hell of a ride, man. I did not expect my tell-all to last 1 hour. We ain't even got to your questions yet. But anyway, let me do these super chats. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Now it's the time for the Q&A. Who introduced me to Jacob? Staffy. Staffy introduced me to Jacob. Anything Staffy does, you have to give him credit. Ya Allah, everything. Guys, Staffy, when he farts, perfume comes out. Happy now, Staffy? Happy? I hated Jacob at first. Now I love him. Pause. Too funny. You know what's funny? Jacob thought I hated him at first, but I didn't hate him. I love Jacob. And there's a guy I have to shout out. 100%. If I don't shout him out, this 25K thing has failed. Special shout out. Tom Little. Husam x Tom Little been going on now for almost a year and a half. We've been doing Husam x Tom Little. Ya Allah, how much I love that man. So reliable. So reliable. Ya Allah, so reliable. Anytime I want him, yo, Tom, tomorrow, 2 p.m. UK. See you then, prick. Done. Like, Tom Little will never argue. The easiest person on YouTube to work with. And you know, since we're talking about Tom Little and it's a Q&A, you know, guys, we might as well.
I don't know who to go to first. I'm going to go to you, Tom, as Liverpool got smacked up today. What are you saying?
It's okay, Tom.
Yeah, again, mate. I love you, but it's time to go. I think this is what it's come to. I don't think the players are buying into it anymore. I really don't, because I looked at that game beforehand. I looked at it and I thought, he's put out our best 11. He put out our best 11 that we had at the time. You know, we had the midfield, we had the attack.
Jürgen, mate, I love you, but it's time to go. And since he wants to get mentioned every 3 seconds, hold that. How about that? Hold that.
And Husam, don't say anything about this when I say it. I think this guy's the best goalkeeper in the world. Now, don't tell me Allison this, Allison that. You stick to your man, I stick to my man.
This
and
is the problem with this fan base.
We can live in peace. No, this is not a problem.
This is the problem with this fucking fan base.
Honestly. It's not a problem.
Because you guys keep saying Arsenal fans are bad. I swear you're worse than them. I swear. Onana's the best goalkeeper in the world. Hold that. Here, now you got 5 mentions. Anyway, big up to Terry and the Football Terrace for being an absolutely unbelievable platform. You know, still my favorite place to go to when it comes to match reactions. Straight facts, absolutely elite. Terry, one of the realest. Big up to Troopz and Matisse for giving me an opportunity on their channel to be on a weekly show. That's absolutely incredible. Whether it be Battle of the North, whether it be Back Again podcast, Back a Blood Clot again, you understand? Big up to Troopz. Big up to Footy Judge Mo. Big up to Staffy. Big up to Saad. Big up to Ozzy for coming on the channel as well. Big up to Ziad. Big up to Jacob. Big up to Ahmed. Big up to LB. Big up to Nobbins. Big up to Tom Little. Big up to Monts. Big up to Jerry James. Big up to G. Big up to Jamie Phillips. Big up to Carefree Lewis. Big up to the Winter Surfer. Big up to Hamza. If I was doing a bye-bye to spaces, Hamza's the biggest guy I'll big up, man. Hamza's my guy. I honestly love Hamza with my whole soul. Like, Hamza's a goat, man. I love Hamza so much. And I was so happy for him when he hit 1K as well. Big up to Callum from Kopish. Big up to AP for helping me on the thumbnails. Big up to Vel for being one of the people who has helped elevate this channel to the next level. And if I'm going to take this to the next level, I told Vel, I'm going to employ him full-time on This Is Football. Big up to Igal for being the first big guy to come on the channel and work with me. Big up to Jay from the United Stand. Big up to KG, who many people don't know was on a stream with me 3 years ago. Lias from the SDS podcast came on my channel. Big up to every single one of them. Big up to everyone who's given me an opportunity. Big up to James Redmond for the unbelievable Liverpool content we've done together. Big up to all the real ones who have supported me alongside the way. And big up to everyone who has helped out in any way, shape, or form. I genuinely love every single one of you. And yeah, I apologize if I forgotten any name. Big up to Kurdish, of course, my brother. I reached out to him in a while since I've spoken to him as well. I love him. So anyway, listen, I've got 20 super chats to go through, and then we'll give you guys the Q&A, or you can ask me anything. So let me just go through the Q&A. Big up to Husam's diehard fan who says, big up Husam, I've been watching your shows from when you had 2K subscribers. Your channel has become my favorite channel on YouTube. Congratulations on 25K. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much for the message as well. I appreciate you. And listen, I believe you. You know why? Because your name is Husam's diehard fan. I believe you, akhi. Big up to my guy Toka who says, big up bro, congrats with the 25K. Been saving money for 2 days from my dinners to make this super chat, even though you hate anime. Road to 30 now. Thank you so much, Toka, one of the realest ones. Hamza's biggest fan. I love you so much and appreciate you so much. And I appreciate every single person who has supported this channel, whether it be a $1 super chat, a £1 super chat, or a £5, or a €5, or a £10, or a 10 dirham, or a 10 real, whatever it is. Every single super chat is appreciated, because one of the things I'm about to reveal on YouTube, Toka's super chat right here is the equivalent in terms of ad revenue of having 4,000 views. So this is why I continuously give shoutouts to people who send super chats, because you guys don't know how much it helps the channel out. Without super chats, this whole YouTube thing, it would genuinely be impossible for so many people, myself included, because like it wouldn't even be enough money for survival. So you guys sending in super chats helps the channel before you can even imagine, like beyond you can even imagine, you guys. This stuff like this is just unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Thank you so much, my guy Toka. He saved for 2 days to send me the super chat as well. My guy Toka, man. Big up to Edrin, who says, big up Husam, wanted to show some love for 25k. I have a party to go to, but I want to show some love and I'll watch on replay later. Thanks so much, Ed, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. You know, I see you as well showing love on Troopz TV as always. Big up to you, Habibi, and thank you for the super chat. And big up to all the incredible people. Big up to Total Eclipse, who says, Husam, I'm genuinely happy for you, bro. You're a good guy and congratulations and Mubarak. May Allah bless you and put barakah on your income and may your channel grow even more. Can I be mod? Lol. Yes, you can be mod, Total Eclipse. Remind me to moderate you, please. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Habibi. You're an absolutely incredible guy. Let me tell you something about this Total Eclipse guy right here. Total Eclipse has never sent a super chat anywhere else except on This Is Football. This guy has sent me more super chats in the last week. In the last week that he's done maybe in his whole life on YouTube. Absolutely incredible guy. Wallahi, big up to you, Total Eclipse. Eclipse, I cannot do it now, but tomorrow, inshallah, at 2 p.m., I'm doing a stream with Henry Wright. Come in on that stream and I will literally moderate you. Just remind me, please, and I will moderate you. You have my word here. Mustache pull, you have my word that I'm going to moderate you. Big up to you, Habibi. One of the realest. Big up to Bilal, who says, congrats on the 25k, akhi. One of the best to do it on YouTube. Keep up with the great fraudulent work. 50k time in no time, Habibi. Inshallah, soon come. We're going to try our best to get to 50k. You know, keep working hard. Big up Bilal as well, who stopped spending money on GTA strippers and is now supporting This Is Football full time. Big up to you, Bilal. Big up to my guy Hassan, who says, congratulations, brother, on 25k. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to bless you. You did not end the debate. Skulls is still abroad, bro. Yo, you know what makes me laugh about that video? One day I'm gonna do a whole watch along for it, but I literally was battle rapping. I was speaking so quickly. Hello, everyone, and welcome to This Is Football. Honestly, I don't even know why this is a debate. Gerrard's better than Scholes and Lampard. I was just like, I was just battle rapping in that video. But anyway, big up to you, Hassan. Gerrard clear, though. Big up to DW, says, you blocked me on Twitter. I did not block you on Twitter. I don't have Twitter, DN. Have you ever thought of that crazy idea? I've deactivated a month ago, Habibi. Big up to Manny, who says, big up on 25k, brother. Thanks so much, Manny. My brother, I appreciate you. Big up to Bashar, who says, Husam, congrats on my bro for 25k. Inshallah, next, very soon, 50k. The funny part, which you won't remember, my only time I've been on the terrace, you and I had an argument when our teams played in the Champions League. All love. I do remember that, Bashar. That was before Inter, when I said Inter's going to be one of the easiest games. And you and Footy Judge Mo got triggered, but I told them to hold that. So, yeah, they can hold that respectfully and disrespectfully. But I remember it, Bashar. Don't worry, Habibi. Don't worry. And thank you so much for the super chat. وتحياتي إلك ولأهل ليبيا كلهم حبايبنا من Libya. I have so many people as well who watch me who are either of Libyan descent or Libyans who live across. Just big up, man. تحياتي إلك حبيبي وشكرا لك للدعم المستمر على القناة. Big up to Hamzini, who says, السلام عليكم Husam. Congrats on 25k, 50k next. Inshallah, ya Rab. Big up to you. Big up to Mr. Mad Hatter, who says, congrats Husam, gunner, but still love your content. Hey, everyone's welcome on This Is Football. I appreciate you, Habibi. Big up to Zoidberg, who says, now that FSG has pulled us out of the title race, but not by not showing any ambition to strengthen the squad, what do you think is the long-term vision of these owners becoming a stable top 4 club with total dependence on Klopp? I think right now, first of all, Zoidberg, thank you for the super chat. Second of all, I think right now, if you spoke to John W. Henry in a room and you told him, I offer you 3rd place for the next 10 years straight, he will shake your hand right now and go like, yep, I'm taking it. FSG give 0 F's about football. All they want is money. Here comes the money. That's all they care about. It's this. They treat Liverpool Football Club as a business. And if we never employed Jurgen Klopp, which is something, of course, they have to take some form of credit for, then I don't think we would have ever seen success under FSG. Maximum would have been cups. So, yeah. Big up to my guy, Randy, who says, big up Husam, looking very dapper, my guy. I appreciate you, you know. Guys, imagine when I first started my channel, I frauded my way into like 3 watch hours, and now I've got Randy sending me a super chat from New Zealand. Do you understand how crazy it is? For a guy from Jordan, English isn't even his first language, 25,000 subscribers, man like Randy, sending me a super chat from New Zealand. Love for the love, Randy, man. Big up Michael says, big up, congrats and big up yourself. I remember seeing you on Goonies channel, then I saw your content and I liked it. Turned me to a bottom red. Michael, for the people who don't know, first of all, thank you for the super chat and big up to you for the super chat. Second of all, Michael was one of the people who was FSG, and after my FSG tirade and me becoming the villain on FSG for a whole summer, Michael DMs me a whole paragraph and he's like, Husam, after watching your streams, I'm now FSG out. I've had enough of these owners. These owners lack ambition. These owners have no ambition. These owners don't want to win. And I'm like, yo, big up to you, Mike. You're at bottom red now. Welcome. Big up my guy, Estonian. Habibi, 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 Habibi. Thank you so much, my bro. Always, whatever you do, keep Almighty with you. May success in this life and next be yours. Ameen, Ya Rab. And inshallah, most importantly, in the next life. And Estonian, that's why every time at the start of the video, I say, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I am not shy to speak on my religion. You know how I said Terry is one of the realest ones? I explained to Terry, because I'm a Muslim, I cannot be on shows that promote gambling or promote betting. And he has never invited me on a betting or a gambling show ever since. Terry has shown me nothing but respect. And I would rather die than take one haram dollar or be a part of promoting anything haram. Because you see, me smoking a cigarette is different to me selling you cigarettes. Me selling you cigarettes is me affecting the world negatively. This, I affect myself with it negatively. If everyone's a sinner, everyone sins, you know, and may God forgive us for our sins. But I cannot help promote something that's haram. And Terry has been 100% respectful about it. And this is one of the things, like some people be calling Terry fake. Terry is realer than 3/4 of the people I've met. Thank you so much, Estonian. I appreciate you, Habibi. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, first and foremost. Big up to Sidi, who says, big up Husam, congrats. Keep being real always. I appreciate you, Sidi. Sidi is one of the guys I shouted out as well, one of the OGs who watched all the kind of the Liverpool rants and was there. You know, so yeah, I appreciate you. So yeah, thank you so much. Big up to Nippon, who says, Nippon x Husam collab needs to happen soon, bro. I appreciate you, Nippon. Thank you so much for the super chat. And yeah, why not, inshallah, if we have a time. Big up to JJ, who says, لأنك ابن ناس ونيتك صافي ومجتهد ربنا وفقك حبيب. تسلم يا حبيبي, يسلموا يا JJ. One of the guys who have supported me so long on this channel as well. I appreciate you, ya Omri. Thank you so much for the super chat. Big up to the football club, who says, big up to you and everyone involved. More conversations, more debates, but most importantly, more good times together. Yeah, sometimes I see people on streams and they're like miserable as hell. And they've just like had enough. And the one thing about football, bro, is like, and the content is you have to enjoy what you do. Like, I can be miserable and make more money being a chemical engineer, but I love football. Football is my passion. And having football as my passion is what is something that you cannot replace. Your work is your passion. Your work is your hobby. Your work is your love. So yeah, that's the thing. Big up to you, football club. Big up to Ozan, who says, big up to Emre Chan and Nouri Shaheen. Congrats on 25k. Big up to you, Ozan Kabak, the fraud. By the way, Ozan is not a real. He's not really from Turkey, guys. He's actually from Malaysia. He's told me this privately. Thank you so much for the super chat, Ozan. We got to CFC Roy. I don't know if I don't know if that's the real Roy or not, but he says, have you found Mrs. Football Wars yet? Currently, it would be Mrs. This is Football, CFC Roy. Secondly, in Jordanian culture, your wife doesn't take your second name because it's tribes. So in Islam as well, you don't take your second name. So you keep your second name. So you can hold that. Third of all, whether I found her or not is none of your damn business, you know, but I will announce it if I get engaged. Don't worry. All of you guys are going to find out. It's not like some form of secret. But thank you for the super chat, Roy. And, you know, it is what it is. Big up Abdus, who says, congrats on 25k, one of the realest in the game, says Abdus. Thank you so much, Habibi. I appreciate you. This all stops after the marriage. It does not stop after the marriage, Danny D. Why? So you think what? Like, my wife gonna stop me from talking about football? Have some shame. Big up to you, Danny. Big up to Allergies, who says, thank you for the content and your personal support. You're a great friend, great role model. Just stop smoking, Habibi. I am not a role model, Please do not take me as a role model. I am not a role model. I'm just here to talk football. Listen to me talk about football and have fun together and create a community. But I'm not a role model. Please do not take me as a role model. Please. You know, the Prophet Muhammad is a role model. There's incredible role models around the world, not me. And when it comes to personal support, you know, allergies, you know, I just want to say one thing. By the way, I don't even think we'll have time for Q&A at this rate. But anyway, let me just say this. You know, people will always be like, Husam, why don't you do memberships? Bro, I don't think I can offer you anything I don't offer people already. Me and allergies speak off the channel multiple times. I don't need allergies to pay me $5 a month to be my friend. I'm good, bro. I'm good. If you send in a super chat, you will be shouted out and appreciated and loved. But at the same time, I don't need you to pay me a monthly amount to be my friend. We all good, bro. We all good. Like, you know. And when it comes to anyone else who has memberships, I appreciate that, and that's up to them. But on this channel, you will never have memberships. Big up to you, allergies. Big up to Will Stewart, who says your takes on Tottenham are fraudulent, as well as yours, as well as on stats. But you're a real dude, and I enjoy your shows. I appreciate you. Congrats! And one day I might do an hour-long Egal type video on you. Much love. Hey, you're welcome to do so, Will. I've got no problem with that. And if you and Egal want to beef on my channel as well, listen, I'm the Dana White. I made, Egal and Lewis fight so many times this summer. Egal has actually argued with so many people on my channel. Egal has fought with Lewis. Egal has fought with Staffy. Egal has fought with Hamza. Egal has fought with Z. Egal has fought with so many people, man. Egal, low-key, Egal, you might be the problem. You know, the same thing we have to tell Taylor Swift. Maybe she's the problem after all these songs, you know. But listen, my takes on Tottenham ain't fraudulent. You know, I just say it as it is. Well, you frauds. Big up to Elman, who says my favorite Liverpool channel. I appreciate you, Elman. Thank you so much. And thank you so much as well to Will Stewart. And I stick by it. 100% best setup on YouTube. I want to know as well how the fuck he keep changing the camera thing. Like Will have a camera speaking like this, and then he'll have a camera speaking like this. Yo, you know, I'm so behind on this whole technology stuff, man. I need help. Big up to you, Elman. Big up to Matt, who says, if you don't mind asking, how do you become a Liverpool fan originally? I'm 40 years old and I'd rather watch you than my Sky channels. Congratulations. And speaking of defending Tottenham, you know why people now watch people like me instead of watching media? The question that Ange Postecoglou was asked was so pathetic, it's sad. Hey, Ange Postecoglou, do you picture yourself lifting trophies? So you couldn't do Wikipedia search 10 seconds to know that Ange Postecoglou has won multiple trophies across his career? This is why people stop listening to Sky. They listen to people like us now because they want realness. If I had an opportunity to ask Ange a question, I want to go like, hey, do you envision yourself winning a trophy? What kind of dumb question is that? Ange has won so many trophies. Now, when it comes to how did I become a Liverpool fan originally, unfortunately, 2002 World Cup was the first thing I ever watched. Michael Owen, once a Mank never read, absolutely hate him with my whole soul. But Michael Owen was the first time that I got introduced to Premier League football, and the reason I started supporting Liverpool Football Club, and I fell in love with Liverpool Football Club through Michael Owen. But once a man can never read. My first heartbreak right there. Cannot stand Michael Owen right now. But yeah, I've been supporting Liverpool over 20 years, man. I actually have a picture of my birthday surprise cake. Like from 11 years ago when I was 17. Big up to my guy Zia, who says, congrats, Habibi. I'm so happy for you. I found you and got really hooked. My wife thinks you are so funny. Zia, shout out to you and your wife. And I got so many messages like this as well. Like, you guys are just unbelievable. Honestly, you guys are just so unbelievable. Some people tell me they watch me in their home, like on their TV with their family and stuff like that. Well, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for your support, Zia. And YouTube is telling me as well, this is your first super chat to me, so I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Habibi. Thank you for the love, and thank you for the super chat as well. Big up to you, my brother. Big up to Bob Down Under, says, amazing achievement. I love the way you pay it forward, Staffy and Jacob. G'day and well done from Australia. Big up to you, to Bob Down Under. And of course, listen, Staffy, Jacob, Mo, all of these guys, like we're literally about to redirect to Staffy after the stream. All of these guys are a part of this massive family we have created on This Is Football. And I absolutely love every single one of you guys in the community, because this community, I genuinely not trade it for the world. You guys are just unreal people, man. This community is it. I would not trade my community for any community on YouTube. Any. Thank you, Bob. Dominic says, I'm a Man United fan, but still love this channel. Thank you so much, Dominic, my brother. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love, Habibi. And listen, everyone's welcome. I actually have quite a few Man United fans who watch me. Big up to you, Dominic. Thank you. Jack says, congrats on the 25k, bro. Jazakallah khairan. Thank you so much, Jack. Jazakallah khairan for your super chat and for your love, Habibi. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Big up to Victor, says 25k. Big up Husam. Big up to Victor Liang, actually one of the OGs who's been watching my channel for a really long time. So big up to you, my brother, Victor Liang, Habibi. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. W's in the chat for my guy, Vic, as well. Big up to Nawaf, who says, well deserved, Husam. My best on YouTube. And by the way, it's my first super chat on YouTube, and the road to 50k starts now. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Mabruk عقبال 50,000 يا رب. Inshallah يا رب 50,000 subscribers. وشكرا لك وتحياتي لك ولكل أهلنا وإخواننا بالمملكة العربية السعودية. وفي كثير شباب يعني سلمان كمان موجود بالشات مرات بيكون معانا وبدعموني وكانوا يدعموني من أول يوم وريان عبد العزيز كمان وكثير ناس. وشكرا لك يا حبيبي على الدعم المستمر و I love you. This is your first ever super chat on YouTube, so W is for Nawaf. This is first ever super chat on YouTube. I appreciate you so much حبيبي. Thank you for the love. والله شكرا حبيب قلبي. Big up to Utsam, who says, congrats Husam, loved how you took your time to thank everyone who helped you in your journey. That felt so genuine. You'll go a long way, brother. Listen, there's من لا يشكر الله من لا يشكر الناس لا يشكر الله. You have to say thank you to the people that helped you, even if they helped you 1%, even if you've beefed with them before. You have to say thank you to the people that helped you out. And for me, thanking Matisse, thanking Troopz, thanking Terry, thanking Vel, thanking AP before that, thanking everyone who has helped me out in any way, shape, or form. You guys are just absolutely incredible, because if I don't say thank you to people who helped me out, then I don't deserve to be thanked for the content I make. You have to just always show love to the people that have helped you out across your journey, man. So I appreciate it so much, Utsab. And listen, when it comes to the genuinity, one thing I'll tell you, the genuine people on YouTube, after being behind the scenes, and instead of being a spectator, I'm now part of this whole YouTube content creator thing. I found out how many people are fake. My guy, you would be shocked. What's up? Big up to Captain Sal, says, congratulations, Sam. Now you got 25k frauds subbing to you. Big up to the fraud army in the chat. I think fraud army is probably the best name to name this channel. Wallahi. Big up to you guys, man. Fraud army. Love you all. And thank you for the super chat, Captain Sal, one of the OGs as well on the channel, who's been watching the channel for a long time. Big up to you, Captain Sal, my brother, Habib Galbi. And yeah, fraud army, Toka, we should go for it. Big up to you, Captain Sal. One of the people as well who has been watching the channel for a long ass time, Big up to Joe, who says, congrats on 25k. Do you think Kimmich has any interest in Liverpool and Klopp, and do you believe that Kylian has a pre-contract with Liverpool? First of all, Joe, thank you so much for the super chat, and you've been one of the people who have supported the channel for a really long time, and you're one of the people who always humbles me with the support, so I appreciate you. Second of all, you know what Liverpool reminds me of? Liverpool, okay, you know how sometimes when you go out, you see two couples together, and you go like, how the hell has person X ended up with person Y? Because person X is so much more attractive than person Y. And you're sat there thinking, how's this a thing? Let me tell you about Liverpool. Liverpool, I'm going to make a statement that you guys are going to go like, yo, this actually makes sense. Liverpool attract Kylian Mbappe, but sign Jared Bowen. Now, Jared Bowen is not a bad player, but they're in two different stratospheres. Would Joshua Kimmich join Liverpool Football Club? 100%. Is that the type of player we sign? No, that's not the type of player we sign. You know what we like? We like to make superstars. We don't create superstars. Oh, sorry, we don't buy superstars. We create superstars. Mbappe and Kimmich, Habibi, wallahi, if I was manager on FIFA, I'd do it, but unfortunately, that's not real life. Big up to G-Pat who says, congrats, my Asian Federation brother. Big up to you, Asian Federation. Asian Cup starting soon. Please don't embarrass me, Jordan. Big up to you, G-Pat, man. Last time we beat Australia 1-0 as well. Hold that. Big up to Jason who says, congrats on 25k, Husam. As United, I don't always agree with you, but we can agree on is your hard work. 50k is on its way. Thank you so much, Jason. I appreciate you for the super chat, my brother. And even though you were one of the people who cooked me on that Back Again podcast after the 0-0 win you had at Anfield, you know, still, I still appreciate you guys regardless. You guys' support has been absolutely unbelievable. Big up to Matt who says, also, any chance you can get a Liverpool shirt hanging behind you in the background? You'll never walk alone. Let me show you something, actually. I'm going to show this on the stream for the first time. Hold tight. 1 second. Let me show you. I have a Luis Garcia signed shirt. Let me show you. Luis Garcia. I actually need to hang this up right here. I met him in Dubai, took a picture with him, and he signed my shirt. Luis Garcia, he drinks sangria. He came from Barca to Liverpool. Actually bought the old school kit. He's 5'7". He's football heaven. Please don't take our Luis away. Luis Garcia. He drinks sangria. You know, inshallah, I'm planning to get a new setup soon. When I do get a new setup, I'm gonna change a lot because I know like the background is dead. Some people think I'm like in a jail cell. I'm not in a jail cell. There's just my room and it's my wall behind me. Big up Matt, man. Big up to the to man like Eli. Congrats, Husam. Very well deserved, man. 50k soon. I appreciate you, Eli. Thanks so much for the super chat. Thanks so much for the love. And also, let Flawless know he's a fraud when you see him next. Big up to you, Eli. Big up to Mrudul, who says, best content creator from the worst club. Congratulations. I take it you're a United fan, Mrudul, but thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. So, guys, an hour and a half in, I'm going to say now, thank you all for the super chat. Thank you all for tuning in. Hit the like button, subscribe. Get your questions in. Any question you want to ask me, get it in. Ask me them questions. Salman's your brother? Salman's his brother. I'm like, there is a guy who calls him. Wow. Hello, Allah. Congrats, one of the most genuine and funniest people on YouTube. 7-Up, shaving your head. And when you and Troopz found out you won't be getting Caicedo, after you sang your win in the league, you're gonna win the league. We're gonna win the league. And now you're gonna believe us. Now you're gonna believe us. Now you're gonna believe us. Caicedo's crying at home. Caicedo's crying at home. Caicedo's crying at home. He's in 10th place. He's in 10th place. He's in 10th place. He's crying at home. Big up to you, Yasser, Habib Galbi. Thank you for the super chat, Habib Wallah. Do I get paid to do straight facts? Sorry, I don't speak English, but thank you for the chat. Should we sign Granit Xhaka? No, we should not. I'm a champion. Yeah, big up. Am I quitting Twitter Spaces? I mean, for the foreseeable future, probably yes. What happened to Ozzy, the United fan? Listen, Ozzy and I myself just went through a disagreement. So yeah, content creator you want to work with this year? Mark Goldbridge is my dream collaboration still. Big up to you, Toka. Where's my wedding invitation? Tab, let me find the wife first. Is Flawless the English guy in America? No, he's not an English guy in America. He's an English guy in England. What types of books do you read? I don't read books. What is your opinion on Craig from Anfield Agenda? I have no problem with Craig whatsoever. He's a fraud. He's a fraud for the Mo Salah thing. But other than that, I literally have no problem with him. So Yeah, that's what I'll say. Big up to you from الفحيص. أنا مفروض أصدق إنك من الفحيص؟ احكي شغلة ما حدا بيعرفها غير الأردني. Big up to you, Muhammad. May Allah ease whatever you're going through. What advice would you give to someone from UK planning to visit Jordan who has never been to the Middle East before? It's expensive. There's taxes on everything. It's a great place to visit. Most people in the capital can help you out, and they like many people speak English. But as soon as you leave the capital, the people who speak English decrease. So you have to just learn a couple of statements in Arabic, and don't travel alone. Not because it's dangerous. Jordan is a very safe country, but because you would need someone to take pictures, because it's all mostly historical stuff, and eat food. Don't be one of them frauds who comes to Jordan and eat McDonald's. No, come to Jordan, eat Jordanian food. Eat some real shit, habibi. That's all what I'm gonna say. Big up to LD who says, congrats, Husam, on 25k subscribers. Love your content, but we have to beat Liverpool tomorrow. Hey, LD, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much for the love, and thank you for the congratulations. And listen, if you beat us tomorrow, I'm not going to cry. We're already in a semi-final and we're in the Europa League. I'm good, habibi. But thank you for the super chat regardless. I sing like an angel. Wallahi, my mother won't even say this. Yahi, why are you lying, yahi? Yahi, why are you lying, yahi? Man said you sing like an angel. Oh, darling, you're my angel. You're my darling angel. Closer than my friends you are to me, baby. Can you reach Marwan Sri or Joe Ahlad Yusuf and try to do something with them? I have no idea who you're talking about, Nariman. But thank you for the message. Who do you think will win the UCL? Manchester City and Liverpool in the Super Cup. I think Endo's performed well, ya habibi ya Bashar, but don't ask for apologies or expect me to say sorry I was wrong unless I see consistency. Get your questions in. Yes, Lauren, Mark Goldbridge. By the way, Lauren is one of the realest ones. Lauren is now low-key not even a subscriber anymore. Low-key is just Lauren is now my personal assistant who just, who sends me super chats. Say hi to Casper, Lauren. Big up to you. Casper, her boyfriend. Big up to him. You're doing Asian Cup watch along since your second opponent is Korea and I'm Korean, so good luck. Do you guys want me to do Jordanian watch alongs? Okay, here's the thing. This is a question I actually asked Lauren today. AFCON watch alongs, I know many of you guys would watch it, but if I do Asian Cup watch alongs, would you guys watch? And don't just say yes for the sake of it. Like, would you actually watch it? Who are the fake creators? It's not my opinion. I know who the fake ones are. Big up to a girl who says you need expressions on a stream. Expressions follows me. Big things guaning. Blood. Do I want to work with Liga? I've already worked with Liga multiple times, and listen, I have his number, bro. We speak. Like, me and Lee are cool, man. No, Yunus Mahmoud is not the best Arab player ever. That would be Abu Treka. Why can't you tell Salah to dribble more aesthetically so that the Hazard fans can get the loop out? The Hazard fans can hold that. Some expressions, Fair enough. Bad, Joe, bad. Would I ever collaborate with Saeed? Do you both would be a legend? I have zero problem with Saeed. I don't think Saeed will collaborate with me though, because I've pissed off two of his friends. But big up Drone for the question. Big up to my guy Carlito says, just tuned in, gonna have to watch this back for all the tea. Any bangers left to spill? I don't think there's anything left to spill, Habibi. You get me? I've spilled it all at this point. And yeah, watch it back, Carlito. I think you'll enjoy that first hour and a half. Like, I'll be real with you, it's better than a movie. You could literally listen to it while eating something. Habibi, Carlito, I appreciate you. Big up to EXL, who says Arsenal fan from Anchorage, Alaska. Guys, I've watched the two opposite. I've reached the two opposite poles of the world, Alaska and New Zealand. Wallah, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillah. How How is this guy from Jordan who does streams being watched in Alaska? EXL, only thing I can tell you is thank you, because honestly, this message is like made my day. Allah, I appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. I don't even know what to say, you guys. I feel like I just want to click end stream now. Alaska, you know. Habibi, thank you so much for the super chat, my guy, EXL. Big up to Hash, who says, why did you choose to make content in English, not Arabic? Great question. It's because the Arabic culture is completely different. Arabs don't open phone watch along while watching the game. Like, we go to cafes, we go to ahwas, and we watch football, you know, so it's a completely different thing. Is my singing good enough to be on a singing? Nope, you're horrible. You're horrible. You're a horrible singer. I think your singing is worse than my your singing is worse than my thumbnails. Big up to, have you ever been Hajj Umrah? Yeah, been Umrah, alhamdulillah, maybe 4 or 5 times. 4 or 5 times. How am I so cultured? Great question, because I've met so many incredible people that have educated me and have helped me out, you know, and have told me about their cultures. I'm a willing learner, man. You know, how many times has Jacob told you guys about the fucking Alamo? You think I knew about the Alamo before Jacob spoke about it? I've never heard of the Alamo before. The only Alamo I know is the one that Trevor Phillips mentioned in GTA. Then the Trevor Phillips lookalike, aka Jacob, came in and told me about the real Alamo. So yeah, that's it. Big up to the Alamo, big up to Jacob, and big up to, I'm not gonna say big up to Trevor Phillips because he's an absolutely horrible character, but you get what I'm saying in it. Big up to you. Yes, I think Chabo Alonso could definitely succeed Klopp 100%. Big up to Lauren. Oh, he's back. When am I coming to the UK? Hey, inshallah. Inshallah, the plan is here possibly this year, inshallah. No, never a Chelsea shirt. It's just a suit, habibi. So you guys want Asian Cup watch-alongs? Fairs. Lauren got a boyfriend. You see sometimes why I don't get you guys. The only thing you guys know about Lauren is literally her voice, and you're all horny. Yeah, Lauren is... Okay, let me tell you. Imagine Lauren is ugly. Then what happens? So you're just in love with the voice. So you're just gonna call her for the rest of your life? Wallahi, he's such a fraud. Who's gonna win the Asian Cup? Japan. الدوسري 100%. Ray is a fraud. Ryan is the biggest fraud in this whole thing. 100%. 100%. Hey, I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm not even gonna say anything. I appreciate you, Steve. Thank you so much for the super chat. Shout out to Scotland. Yes, sir. I visited Petra like 12 years ago, man. When I was really young. Is it worth it? It's definitely worth it. 100%. 100%. هلا والله مصطفى حبيب قلبي. When am I posting gaming content? I need to make a new channel, wallahi. Wallahi, I need to make a new channel for like gaming and stuff like that, honestly. I keep saying I need a new channel and I've just never made it, like. Faisal from the SDS pod actually followed me on Twitter, but I didn't realize he followed me until too late. By the time I realized it, he unfollowed me. You get me? I'm so far up in the comments, I don't even know. No, but I'm being serious, Lauren. Are they just in love with your voice? Guys, imagine Lauren has a horrible personality and she's ugly. All you've heard is her voice and you're all horny. Wallah, I have some shame, guys. As men, sometimes you have to elevate your standards. You know the reason why Lauren speaks normally to me? Because I'm normal to her. Be a normal human. Why? Men, you have 2 brains. Up and down. Think with the up brain every now and then. All you've heard of Lauren is her voice. And you're all turned on. It's just a voice. Imagine she's ugly. Imagine she has mustache. What do you don't know about any of this stuff? Like, you know, what if she's 6'5" and your 5'4" ass is in love with her? Relax, all you heard is a voice and you're gone directly. Had enough of these people. No, I'm being serious, you guys. You don't even know anything about her. Honestly, you guys, Lauren is a fantastic person. She's like my personal assistant. She helps me out all the time, man. She gives great advice, and she's one of the realest people I've met. I can only say positive thing about Lauren, but she's here to talk football just like the rest of you. She's not here to find husband in a YouTube chat. Why don't I do a La Liga show? You want me to give honest answer? I think watching Luton versus City is more entertaining than 3/4 of the La Liga games. Big up to Tayshawn says, first saw you on Kopish a while back and instantly knew I had to check out your stuff. I was tired of not having a platform for realistic LFC fans. This is one of the things that I said earlier on as well. I was like, so many people message me and they're like, yo, Husam, we're so happy to find someone who actually says it as it is. And this was what part of my beef with like certain Liverpool content creators. Like, bro, do you want me to just be like a fucking bot? Like to just come up here and go like, hey guys, we just lost 3-0 to Brighton, but it's okay. And just keep smiling. Like, obviously I'm gonna be mad. And I was mad at the time. Full stop. Full stop. But big up to you. Thank you so much, Station, for the super chat. Man from Canada. Are you also from Toronto? Or are you from Ontario? You guys, you know the problem for us Arabs is the R. R is the problem. She's توق to celebrate صحة وعافية. Barrio Malotelli, what a name. La Liga is boring, low-key, still. It is 100% boring. Yes, 100% Pinto. La Liga is ass, so people... so they... tomorrow, they would kill for a Super League. Because it would make them so much money. Shout out to Bangladesh, just to annoy Toka, who thinks my accent is like unbelievably horrible. It's not. Love from Nigeria. Oh yeah, no. Niger no de carry last. Big up Nigeria and all its beautiful productions. What's red lorry? Yellow lorry. Lorry. How do you guys even say this? Better footballers in La Liga. True. Doesn't mean it's not boring as fuck. No, I don't have FIFA. I do not have FIFA. Odegaard or Paqueta. And at Liverpool, we need Paqueta more than we need an Odegaard. 100%. 100%. Anyway, listen, خلاص. We're going to wrap it up here. Opinion on Henderson wanting out of Saudi. Hold that. Hold that. How about that? Oh, there you are, Toka. There you are. So you're revealing you see the problem with the anime people. That's the problem with the anime people. People like you. I'm not going to say anything. So guys, usually what we do at the end of Q&As is as follows. What you can do in the next 2 minutes, let's say 3 minutes. This is what we're going to do. You're going to ask me either or. Example, coffee or tea. So don't write me life stories. You have to make me choose between two things in the chat right now. You have 2 minutes. This is the quick fire round. Give me choices. Something or something. Boom. Right now. Last 2 minutes. Ask me anything you want. Something or something. Right now. Right now you have to ask me. And I will try answer as many of them. Kebab or falafel? Kebab 100%, bro. Falafel is like breakfast. Would I rather support Man United or Arsenal? I would rather drink bleach than support Manchester United. Burger or pizza? Burger for me. More versatile, I think. Ten Hag or Arteta? Arteta. Ten Hag is so far up his own ass. It's unbelievable. Abu Treka or George Weah? Abu Treka. Batman or Spider-Man? My name Jeff. Tea or coffee? Coffee. I'm Jordanian. PS5 or Xbox? PS5. Ass or boobs? Ass, definitely. Premier League or Champions League? We won 6 times. Definitely Premier League. Lauren or my wife? My wife currently doesn't exist, so Lauren. Nunez or Andy Carroll? Andy Carroll. He scored a goal in the FA Cup semi-final. PL or UCL if you can only watch one game? Right now, PL, we're not in the UCL, unfortunately. Family or treble? Family, of course, over anything. Pundit or influencer? Ooh, good question. Pundit, football, football. Liverpool or Man U? Who the fuck you think? Vacation in the US or the Caribbean? Caribbean, I'd say. Flawless or Matisse? I'm choosing this Batman hat over Flawless, so Matisse, obviously. Yunus Mahmoud or Mo Salah? Mo Salah. Lewis or Flawless? Lewis, all day, every day. Flawless can hold that. Trent or Danny Alves? Trent. I don't drink. FA Cup plus Carabao Cup plus League or UCL first, because we already have 6. Ainge or Jacob? Jacob. You know? Jacob is a whore for Ainge anyway. Flawless or Bleach? Bleach. Staffy or Tom Little? I don't speak English. Mansaf or Dawali? Mansaf, 100%. Big up to Tyzo, says big up to Sam, LFC fan who watched back again. Actually, I'll read this super chat at the end. Wait, let me just do this, the thing. Marvel or DC? I don't watch movies. Jacob or Judge Mo? Judge Mo, Jacob can hold that. Salah or Suarez? Salah. Italian cuisine or Japanese cuisine? Italian, way more versatile. Jordan or Liverpool? Jordan, my country. Top or bottom? Top row, always. The quadruple or the four-peat? Four-peat, definitely. Pakistan or India? Love both. Troopz or Grizz? Me and Grizz aren't on the best terms. Troopz is my brother. Big up Troopz. Man United or Everton? Everton. F Man United. Money or honey? Honey. Zidane or Riquelme? Zidane. 100% best midfielder ever. Tobacco or Kush? I do not smoke hashish, habibi. Iron Man or Cap? I don't even know who Cap is. That's the funny part. United or Everton? Everton all day, every day. Williams or Phillips back from loan? Nat Phillips. Run him back right now. Thiago Silva or Van Dijk? Van Dijk all day, every day, habibi. Endo or Endo? Endo, 100%. Staffy or Flawless? Staffy all day, every day. Flawless can hold. Respectfully. You want therapy sessions when we're winning? What am I giving you therapy for? Too many wins? Big up to you, Jake. Marvel or DC? I don't watch movies. I'm just saying Marvel. Batman is DC. Batman then. DC then. Staffy or horseshit? Staffy. Blondes or redheads? Redheads, 100%. Salah or Gerrard? Gerrard. Sorry. Greatest ever Premier League midfielder. Chicken or beef? Chicken or beef? Beef. Dabke ولا زفة? Dabke, 100%. I don't speak English. Spurs win the league or United win the league? Spurs win a quadruple over Man United winning 1 league. Like, have some shame. Come on, man. Chelsea or Tottenham or Arsenal? Arsenal. Arsenal, just because I know Jacob. Like, if I never knew Jacob, the answer would probably be Spurs. Hot or cold? Hot all day, every day. I'm sick and tired of this fucking cold weather. Jordan or your country, Japan? Jordan, of course. Pele or Maradona? Maradona. Pizza or fried chicken? Pizza. Brazilian Ronaldo or Roberto Carlos? I'm going to choose the striker over the left back. Shevchenko or Torres? Torres. Unbelievable guy, man. Unbelievable guy. Salah or Gerrard? Gerrard. I'm not going to answer any of these questions. Pickford or Bruno Fernandes? Pickford. Cannot stand Bruno, the absolute rat. I want to slap the shit out of him. I genuinely cannot stand him. I've already answered this one. Coit or Rivera? They're Coit. Salah or Alisson, who's more important? Hey, we're about to find out in January now. Arms or legs? Arms all day, every day. Beef or lamb? Lamb. Tactics or spiritual talk? For YouTube, tactics. United Arab Emirates or Qatar? I love both. Both are my Arab brothers. Henderson to Chelsea or Werner to Spurs? Which is worse? Henderson anywhere in the Premier League is worse. 100%. 2012 UEFA Euros or 2016? 2012 was boring as fuck because Spain just passed it the whole time. Lebanese shawarma or Turkish kebab? Lebanese shawarma. Support Chelsea or support Spurs? Support Spurs. I'm never supporting Chelsea. Lampard or Scores? Lampard. A-listers or Al-Ahwa? A-listers. De Bruyne or Zidane? Have some shame, Jimmy. Zinedine Zidane's the greatest midfielder I've ever seen my whole life. Kaka or Ozil? Kaka. Aurelia or Insiwa? Aurelia, free kick against Man United. 100%. Trent or Cafu? Trent. Hold that. Babel or Origi? Origi. Adriano or R9? R9. De Bruyne or Ozil? Ozil. Real or Barca? Brazil or Argentina? Argentina for Messi. Tsimikas or Robertson? Tsimikas. Pep or Ten Hag? Ten Hag, because he's gone anyway. CM Punk or John Cena? CM Punk. Adriano Inter or Lukaku? Inter, Adriano, 100%. Iraq or Egypt, both my Arab brothers, David Silva or Fabregas. Ainge or Klopp. Firmino or Mane, Firmino. Hair or shaved, hair, definitely. FSG or Daniel Levy. Big Show or Mark Henry, Mark Henry or Big Show, I'd say probably. 2022 World Cup, my favorite. How many push-ups can I do? I'm not a push-up guy because I am a power lifter, habibi. I could lift you and your whole thing. But anyway, خلاص, we've ended it now. Diaz or Sturridge for Sulaiman because he's my brother. Sturridge. If it weren't for injuries, I think he would be one of the greatest English strikers of all time. Big up to my guy Ty, who says, big up Husam, LFC fan who watched back again because of Barstool and for the Troopz. He's also had a corporate job, now trying to be a writer. Good to see you find success following the passion. One thing I'll end the stream on, and listen, let's end it on a positive note. First of all, stay here because it's going to redirect you to Staffy TV. Second of all, to every single super chatter, guys, alhamdulillah, mashallah, there's been so many I can't even shout you out because it's 48 different names. So I appreciate and love you all. I don't want to end this on a positive message of saying thank you to every single person who's liked the video, every single person who's subscribed, every single person who's shared the video, every single super chat, every single support and love you guys have shown us. This cannot be traded for the world. I appreciate you and love you all so much. You guys, beyond you can even imagine or believe how much I love and appreciate you all. So thank you guys so much for the consistent love and support and incredible love you've shown on the stream. And listen, follow your dreams. Follow your dreams while having realistic expectations. Don't quit your job ties. Write on the side. Take an hour or 2 hours out from your day and write on the side. Do what you want to do. And if you have passion and you have the work rate and you want to go for it, go for it. And if it doesn't work out, it's just not meant to be. I love you all. I hope you all have an unbelievable 2024. Inshallah, it ends with Liverpool winning the league. Hopefully it ends with us winning the league. But thank you all for all your love. 25,000 subscribers. I'm just a kid from Jordan with an Android, a stack of books, now a laptop, a microphone, and a camera, who absolutely loves football. English ain't even my first language, but love, respect, and football is my first language, and that's the one thing we speak, and we always have fun together and have a great time together. I genuinely love you all from the bottom of my heart. I would not trade this community for anything. You guys are just unbelievable, man. I honestly love you so much. Thank you guys so much for your consistent support on the channel. We're going to be back tomorrow, inshallah, 2 p.m. Husam x Henry Wright to talk Tottenham Hotspur. Liverpool Arsenal watch along, Habibi. And then El Ahwa, inshallah, at 9 p.m. UK time. So, yes, I love you all. Thank you guys so much. And inshallah, just like 2023 was our year, 2024, inshallah, will also be our year. Big up to Queen Nadr, says, congrats, Husam. Hope you have more success. Inshallah, Queen Nadr. I hope all of you are happy and successful and healthy, and you guys just have a great time, man. I appreciate you all, man. You guys are absolutely incredible. Thank you, Queen Nadra. Thank you to all of you guys, man. Absolutely incredible people. And I'll see you guys back tomorrow, inshallah, at 2 p.m. Total Eclipse, don't forget to write a comment so I will moderate you. Big up to you, man. Yalla. See you guys tomorrow, inshallah. Peace.